Dictation exercise 65-66. The second point which I would like to make is that even in respect of this text, the previous instances, the precedents show that we have always changed the income tax provisions without any concurrence of the states or without any complaint from the states, and this is not something which has been done for the first time in this bill. Some members have complained that the arrears are mounting. Even here, I would like to show that in 1971, the tax arrears amounted to 87%, whereas in 1980, it has come down to 37%. Even this year, at the time of the closing of accounts, it has been further reduced to 34%. So every effort is being made for reducing the tax arrears. One of the things which stand in the way of collecting all the dues is the number of stay orders issued, and as much as rupees 200 crores are being stayed by various stay orders issued by the different authorities, and it is very difficult to collect all the amounts due. Then, sir, some point was made by my friends that the concession for oil exploration which have been given seem to be on the liberal side. I want to explain to them that in all the contracts with the companies going in for exploration, the ONGC undertakes to pay the tax part of it as part of remuneration. Then what does it matter whether we pay a larger amount and collect it as tax or reduce the tax and pay a smaller amount? Therefore, this is only a matter of convenience, and the government does not lose anything. In fact, the government is not showing any concession in this. Then, sir, the next point that has been raised is that we should have a tax on expenditure. Sir, this is an idea which has already been examined in the past. Sir, tax rates have not been allowed down. On the contrary, they are raising as much revenue as possible. If you look at the number of tax raids that have been carried out, it has been on the increase in the last 2 years. It is only during the Janata period, during 1977-78, that it came down from 3,500 raids to 600. On the second point, I would like to inform him that once a notification under the Advance Collection of Taxes Act is made, then immediately the tax becomes payable. So, on the date when it was introduced in Parliament, it has become payable, and therefore there was no question of putting it in this bill. Now I come to indirect taxes. So far as import duty on equipment is concerned, sir, this is a matter in which there has been more emotion than reason. Almost every commodity bears import duty. Sir, I now come to the Ministry of Home Affairs. Here, of course, it is a very big grant, but I would only like to take this opportunity to refute a charge or an allegation made that some officers in Tamil Nadu have resigned. I say that political motives are being imputed to persons resigning. Suppose tomorrow I get disgusted with the working of the parliamentary system and I resign and go. No motive should be imputed. Now I come to the very critical drought situation which has affected the economy of Tamil Nadu. The central team has come and visited the affected areas. We had asked for rupees 150 crores, but the central team has recommended only rupees 60 crores. I'd request the center to immediately release the money so that the work which has already been initiated can go on with full force. We on our part have started the Food for Work program. The state government has also remitted the various taxes. New wells are being dug and dry tanks are being cleaned. Deep well cleaning is also being done. We are thankful to the Prime Minister for getting us the rigs from the other states which are very useful for deep boring. I would only request that the drought amount should be released immediately, whatever amount you feel is fair and just. In this connection, I would request the Centre to again examine the 7th Finance Commission's report which says that the advance for drought is only against the state's plan allocation. You should try and see that you give it out of your own funds, which was the position prevailing before. Then, sir, I come to the Benami Land Bill. So much mention is being made here about the Urban Land Ceiling Act and other laws. Our honorable colleague also said what should be done for the agriculturists. But Tamil Nadu legislature has passed a legislation which enjoyed support from all sections of the House about Benami lands. The bill has been lying with the centre for the President's signature for a long time. The centre asked for certain clarifications. The state government has given these clarifications. I would only request that the assent of the President be given to it immediately. About cement, I would like to tell you that 30 lakh tons of cement are produced and this 18 lakh tons are being exported. There is a shortage of cement. We are only left with 18 lakh tons for requirement of 24 tons. We have written to the center about this and we hope that the center which is in charge of distribution of cement will definitely try and do this. Finally, I come to one or two more points. There is shortage of coal for our thermal power station. We have applied to the center, but the railway minister has said that wagons are not available for transporting coal, which we cannot
अगर आपको हमारा डिक्टेशन अच्छा लगता है, पसंद आता है, तो आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, जिससे कि आने वाला नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले आपको मिल सके।